Hi guys, this is another episode of Sticks Talks. Now we're here with Jinhong Brejnhold, and she's a lead cloud architect at Velux. She's working in an advanced technical environment where she does DevOps, DevSecOps, GitOps, Docker, Kubernetes, etc. She also holds multiple Azure certifications, and she also holds Kubernetes trifecta certifications. Certified Kubernetes Application Developer, Certified Kubernetes Administrator, and the very difficult to earn Certified Kubernetes Security Specialist. Please welcome again Jinhong, and welcome to Stick Show.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Dean. Hi, everyone.
Tell us about your career journey as a developer and then become a cloud developer, and how you worked all your way to become a cloud architect.
It all starts at a student job as a developer, and when I graduated, I started to work as a Java developer at my first job. After 1 year, I think 8 months, I feel like I didn't grow as fast as I wish, so I switched the track to learn .NET development and cloud technology. That was the first time I get in touch with the pipelines, infrastructure as code, Azure, managed services, and so etc. I really, really loved it. Like the way you can express infrastructure as code. You can make everything declarative and have a pipeline automatically roll out your releases and so on. So we also converted all the .NET framework code into .NET Core, so we can containerize them and build the pipeline every time when there's a developer make a new update to the code, and they'll be release triggered everything all the way to production. I was working in
Working in as working Docker and Kubernetes.
That's in my previous job in Saxo Bank. Saxo Bank is it's an investment bank. So there I actually just work as a DevX developer to start with, a developer experience engineer, try to improve developer experience in the container world because it's really new and cloud everything. But then again, I want to learn more to help them because we have platform team building the Kubernetes clusters and so on. And I would like to be the voice of developers, help influence the roadmap of what features we add to platform. Therefore, I start taking all the certificates in Kubernetes area. So first, application developer, because I want to help a developer best. But then I feel like, okay, I need to learn more. So I took administrator one. So there I can contribute to the platform team as well. So I'm a bit like contributed to all the open source. Essentially, it's internal open source in Saxo Bank. I have this strong interest in security aspects. Therefore, it's like, wow, I'm doing it anyway. When the security specialist certification came out, I took it within like a month, 1.5 months. So
it was only
that's how I
3 years ago, right? Or 4 years ago.
Yeah, it came out 2020 November, and I took it in January 2021. So it's 2 months after it was released. So
okay, so it was really new. I thought it was like 3 years ago. It was only a little less than 2 years ago.
Yes, exactly. It's 2 years ago, and it's actually not even 2 years. So I took it. I renewed it in 1 year. Yeah, I renewed it within 2 years. Therefore, yeah.
Yeah, I saw your blog. It was really funny.
Yeah, I think it was a painful process. I wish everybody would know things like that before they go in, because it's really messed up with your mood. How do you prepare? Like, oh my God, then you need to adjust your mindset. Say, now I'm doing the exam. I'm no longer at checking. It's all passed now. But yeah, after that, and then I started to work as a cloud architect in Velux. So help building the whole DevSecOps journey in this manufacturing company.
All right. I have a question. Was it challenging for a woman, especially in this space, especially in cloud technologies? Well, when you started way back, I don't know, 5 or 7 years or 8 years, cloud technologies was really new. was it really difficult for you in this space as a cloud developer and then became a cloud architect because you were a woman? Did you experience like discrimination?
Of course. It traces back to the student time already. So I think that people have a general concept like, boys is just better at doing math, at algorithm, at computer related, all kinds of, even game. It has a tendency that the boys are always first. I remember in school at that time, people will question, like, we have a group project, who done the coding? It's actually me. So everyone's like, even the
They
censor,
were
like, no one,
surprised.
they were
So you were
surprised.
in college in Denmark,
Yeah,
right? So
yeah.
how was the life back then? Was it? I assume it was tough for you because I don't know. I have a feeling. You can correct me if I'm wrong. So there was this discrimination, not just you as a female, but did you also felt discriminated because you are an Asian?
I think a female age, it all have a bit of everything, but it's more like how do you, prove yourself like you actually can do all this. You should be treated equally, and you can fight hard, even harder than everyone else.
Oh, of course.
I was working maximum allowed hours during student time, so I can earn my tuition fee because it's really expensive to study in Denmark. So I just have to put in extra effort no matter when I'm at work or before I had a real job. I was student. I still need to put in extra hours for study, for work to earn my tuition fee, for my living fee. Right? Everything has to come from somewhere, and I was really self-supported of everything. So, but I did my bachelor, within the 4 years frame, and then Master of Science within 2 years. So I did it as fast as I could, so I don't need to pay anything extra, and then get on the like
Wait.
scholarship as I could
You
possibly.
have a
Yes,
master's degree. Did you just say
I have
that?
a Master of Science
I didn't
in
know that.
sector work.
That's very impressive. So you have this multiple certifications. You're specializing in cloud technologies, DevOps, cloud architect. You're also doing coding, programming in multiple languages, and then you also have master's degree.
Yes,
Oh, wow. All right. So, and it was tough for you because in Denmark, you were also working while studying. Yeah.
yes.
All right. Correct me if
Yeah,
I'm wrong. If you grew up in Denmark, the government will shoulder their college,
yeah. It's not
correct?
just like having a free education. You also get the allowance every month from government
Yeah,
for living. So you have support from the government if you grew up in Denmark.
right. But you, since you migrated, you will have to
Yes,
work.
okay.
You have to
Yes,
work. Just
I need to
college,
work. Yes,
you have to pay for the tuition.
exactly. Yes.
That's I thinking about it. It's really tough. Yeah.
It's a lot tougher life compared to average European students. Yes.
All
I
right.
think it gets slightly better when I finally I'll graduate and start the real work. But and then in that I just deal with all deal with the relationship at work, where you need to prove you are a girl or woman in technology, but you can do better. Even, not just as good, but actually better than guys. You need to. And that's also a phase you need to prove yourself. At least for me, it was like that, especially when I was in investment bank previously.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. And
There was a couple of there was just a couple of cases, but I think majority of people are very nice. I mean, it's only minority they have this feeling like guys just
okay.
better. But
And I think this past few years, the discrimination is decreasing and decreasing, right?
yes,
Compared to 20 years ago or 30 years ago. Okay.
definitely.
It's still not that bad.
No, I will not say it. It hurts a bit in the beginning, but I think just over time, people realize what you can do, and they also know you want to help them. Of course, I believe everyone is basically decent. Everyone want to help. Everybody want to contribute to the common goal in the company.
Yeah, and
And
then
once
they
they
will give
know
you respect, right?
exactly, when they see what you can do to help achieve the common goal, they will support you, like all my previous colleagues have done. Then we just carry on. And I think having a certificate is a great way to reduce the reduce the earning trust period.
Certification rules, right? In the technology world. All right.
I think that's one part, but the other part, you also learn a lot during taking the certificates. You probably if you only do hands-on work, you have a very well-defined framework. Also, you tend to use the things you know. You work with things you know. But when you take certifications, there are areas you haven't thought about because it covers the whole spectrum. So you have this comprehensive, solid foundation, especially Kubernetes certifications. They're hands-on. Oh, you have taken it yourself, right? So you know it. It's very, very hands-on, and you get the real world problem, like go solve a broken cluster, go restore the backup. You get. I think it's a great way to train yourself, also to prove to the rest of the world what you can do. Yeah.
So both IT industry experience and certifications, if you combine it together, you will improve yourself as a professional.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So speaking about certifications, I see, and I'm very impressed, and I know our audience are also very impressed. We have a list of certifications: Microsoft Azure, CKA, CKS. What motivated you getting all of these certifications? And what other certifications that you're planning to pursue? Okay, like cloud service provider, Google Cloud or AWS, because now we are seeing Microsoft Azure. Okay, about other cloud service provider. And are you interested in DevSecOps, or you can also move towards to more hardcore cybersecurity like penetration testing?
So there are many areas we can go to based on what we have right now. Like it's also great, and there's so many resources you can take. I think that our industry is like so rich right now, so comprehensive. It's just so diverse. But for me, I feel like if I don't work with AWS daily, I don't work with Google daily, it doesn't make sense for me to take certification because now I only have on the paperwork knowledge, right? So it's only theory.
Right.
But what I want to do next is actually focus more on GitOps. So GitOps is a spin-off, GitOps. So it's a spin-off from DevOps, where it focuses more on automation tooling around Kubernetes containers. Where DevOps, we all know, it's very much encourage communication between teams and the collaboration. Also,
more on
reliable
culture and process, right?
Exactly. But GitOps is like one step further at that journey where you don't. Everything is code. Everything, when you merge your pull request in the agent sits in the cluster will come pull the configuration and then reconcile itself to the desired state. So it's more like, I would say that's the next level when you do infrastructure as code, the configuration as code. You want to go to this extreme where you don't want anyone touch the production environment except the agent itself sits in the virtual agent sits in the cluster itself. Yeah, so I think there's a beauty in this theory. I would like to be even better at an area so I can help my company and my colleagues better.
All right. Not too many people still familiar with GitOps, but you think this will be the big buzz. This will be
Yes.
the technology to watch.
Yes, definitely. If you are in container world, if you're watching cloud native Kubernetes, this will be, definitely will be the next big thing since DevOps.
All right, great. That's a good career advice because many audience, yeah, they know programming, they know Linux, but they still don't know what technology to pursue after those basic knowledge.
I would say, yeah, watch out for GitOps and cloud native. I speak about cloud native. I mean, we all, this is all tied to the philosophy of Velux, the company I work on. We all want sustainability in everything we do. For software, we also have sustainable way of writing software. So you can, for example, contribute to open source. So like same software, same feature can be shared across organization. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. You don't have to close down, like, oh, only use the work out of your own, like engineering team. You can go take open source and contribute back. So I really want to encourage everyone like us in our team, when we find a bug or documentation issue in open source project we are using, we contribute back, we make an effort to improve them, instead of like, we know this issue ourselves, we know how to fix it. No, contribute back so everyone can enjoy that, everyone can use that. Yeah, so just a shout out that please, everyone who's watching this, if you can have an ability, then contribute back. And if you can code, contribute code. If you can write documentation, contribute to the documentation. Every bit counts.
Well, that's the whole idea of open source, right?
Yeah.